Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Achan on the ground. Moving 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Quick throws caught by Washington. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achan. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Looks for a second like he had Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It's a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And this is another incompletion.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Trying for it, it's Achan. And they're going to have just enough to pay off that risk on 4th down. They pick up 3, and this drive continues.
No half measures on that one, Kate. He was not leaving it to chance where that linesman was going to spot that ball. He was so determined to do whatever it took to launch himself beyond that marker.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. He can run it. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd down carry for Achan. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll air it out on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Third down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and it sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. At the 20. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't. But it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious.
He runs it across, touchdown! Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they answer a field goal with 7 points, and they've got the lead.
Vikings 3. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Complete right side to Washington. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Minnesota.
Playing with H2h here out of the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's over the middle and taken in by Washington. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Now from the gun. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes a 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Rodgers will look to throw. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rodgers set to pass. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. 4th down. The offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Rodgers. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. The 30. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
One after for Myers, he is up and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Vikings 3. Jason Myers set.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. The turn starts from the goal line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to work after throwing the pick. Target here to Njoku. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Working on 1st down. Connection is made to Travis Etienne. And he's going to be forced out of bounds with a gain of, looks like about 4.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down pass play coming. Escapes the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Steelers.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And it's away in Madden Ultimate Team. Takes it just shy of that end zone. Jukes away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Let's start this drive with Etienne. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Line up the design keeper. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
It's a loss of a yard.
Here he goes, third and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
H2h, a first down carry. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down. When you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
H2h again on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. They're shuffling things around a bit. Third down run from H2h. He hits a wall, stumps at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Goes to the hurry up here. Trying a different look to get the conversion. Let's stick with H2h. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
It's a turnover.
First and 10 from the 43. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And he's good for a Pittsburgh first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. And it's Ernest Jones. And that will bring up second and 18.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They'll run now on second down. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
See, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to give them their first points of the ball game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Here's H2h up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
37-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Design quarterback run here. He doesn't slide down to be paced for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Green now, 3rd and short. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs. 1st down from the 42. To throw, Rodgers. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
22 yards. That's good for the Steelers.
Inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can...
The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he almost took it from turnover to 1st down. Just a little bit shy of reaching that marker. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Fullback trying to power it across. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. From the gun, Jenkins. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. Now here's Rodgers. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this is going to be incomplete. They were on it right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down. Green. Over the middle, taken in by Higgins. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Green sets his feet looking to pass. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Green looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time, and he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The second down pass intercepted. The Steelers
New set of downs for him from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening.
And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive was to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses, because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Throwing now, Green. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. He's out in the clear. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
It's a gain of 32.
They get the big play just before half. 32 yards. Here's Green. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Two seconds left, but the field goal team is not out there. They want 6 before the half. Throwing here just before halftime. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for
Here's
Cincinnati.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Judkins opening the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down, it's Rogers. This is Cox, he's past the 35. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big gain there from Pittsburgh. 32 yards.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play fake, here's Rogers. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Now Rogers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. And the Bengals are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively, you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
That's completed right side. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Complete to T. Higgins. A gain of 30. 1st down, Cincinnati.
It's Achane on the inside give. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside naps him 7. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Achane again. And he's in for the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Steelers 3. McPherson to kick off for
Here's
Cincinnati.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rogers. That's caught. Here's Crenshaw Judkins. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9. Offense to the line fast. Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Runs inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for us Steelers.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Deeply on the tackle. No gain on the play.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Back now for our fourth quarter. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Judkins. He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is good for Pittsburgh, first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quinshawn Judkins capping a 7-play scoring drive. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They're not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Steelers 10, Bengals 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Running with H2h here out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 2.
2nd down carry for H2h. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
42-yard line. 5 yards on.
And here's Green. Finds his back. H2h. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part pays off with the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Just some great blocking on that play, Brock. Those extra bodies near the line sure helped him get the space that he needed to get that chunky yards.
We hear it almost each and every.
Oh no, he lost control of another one! And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football!
That's just so big time defensively. That's exactly the kind of play they needed. Is it out of desperation? Sometimes, but sometimes it's sure will and want to, and keeps them alive.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Judkins running between the tackles. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Rodgers set to pass. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. This is brought in. Big game for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be all the way inside the 35 as they hit big on that fourth down play.
48 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's Judkins on the counter. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. And might see them burn a timeout.
He was taken down behind
And in the middle of all
line.
that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Another run for Judkins on second down. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
He'll look to throw it. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down. You know, this defensive battle just continues, Brock. They have set the tempo, been the dominant factions in this game, and that's only growing with every incompletion.
Kate, the results have been the same, but these are a couple different game plans, right? By these two different defenses, but both of them smothering and suffocating. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. To him here, play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Green gonna throw. Headed out right. He's calling his own number again. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. Just picks up the 1st down too.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. I need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Going to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick about the better making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Green. Pushing for the end zone. It lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like a defender covered that in the end zone. Oh, baby. Their lead was about to disappear, but they made the play that may just decide this game. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you